Good morning, happy Monday. Oh, that is really quiet. I need to turn up. Oh, I know what I need to do. Filters, turn you up. And I think if I keep on talking, I think that's gonna be much better. Turn up the gain on the mic there while keeping the gain on the actual mic down so it doesn't catch quite as much. All right. Happy Monday, everyone. See if I turn. Happy Monday, everyone. See if I turn. Okay, so I think you up. Okay, so I think I got this set I think right I got for this set the microphone. Right for we'll see in the VOD how it ends up sounding. We'll see in the VOD. I did spend a little bit of yesterday doing some test streams to try to figure out doing some the music situation and how it's getting stripped the music situation and how it's getting stripped out of even though there's light music playing behind this even though there's on the stream if you're watching the VOD on YouTube or the VOD on Twitch if you're watching the VOD shouldn't be able to hear any music at all but you should still be able to hear my voice. Be able to hear any music at all but you should still be able to hear my voice. That's the idea with this new music system. That's the idea with this new music system. So with that, all right, let's go ahead. Figure out what we're doing today. Let's go ahead and figure out what we're doing. So last night I looked through the issues. I picked out this one. So I picked out cut up the player sprites so we have separate states for the player. So I think this one actually might be a little bit more difficult than it sounds. So I think this one actually might be a little bit more difficult than it sounds. Start with new branch off of master. I'm gonna start with new branch off of master. Just create that. And we can push that up. And we can push that. Hello, Lord Mist. How are you? Hello, Lord Mist. How are you? Is Zilby in petting distance? Zilby is in petting distance. Zilby is in petting whether or not he wants to be pet. The question is whether or not he wants to be pet. Let's see. I think he's in super play mode. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me grab. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me grab a toy for him. And our pet the cat will be playing with the toy. So I think I can do this. Find the cat camera. Turn you on. Steve fit. We've changed his food up a little bit. Got so much more energy with food, which I'm thinking means he's not really going into food coma after we feed him. Come on. He's hiding under the bed. So I might be able to get some actual proper pets with him. He is super hyper play mode. But he is super hyper play mode. Oh, and he's in sort of like this mood where he wants to like take things. He's in the way he wants to like take which of course doesn't help with keeping him on camera. I will. Here, do that. Yeah, he likes playing with his carrier a lot and hanging out. So we found that we like to and hanging out. So we found that for him, so we like to he can play with leave that out for him so he can play with it. You might be able to get a shot of him every once in a while. All right. Got that done for right now. Got that done for right now. And let's see, where were we? Okay, right. Back to this. And let's see, where were we? Okay. So right. We have our back to this. So we have our. If we take a look at the game. If we take a look at the game. No, that's one. This one. We have a problem here. We have a problem. It's not a huge problem. But it's not a huge problem. If I run the game, I will notice that the player sprite is. There's no way for me to start. There's no way for me to start early. We're waiting 25 seconds. But the player sprite is basically rotating around. But the player sprite is basically rotating around and then looking forward at you, looking backward, and then looking, I think, to the left. And then that's regardless if I am standing up. And then that's regardless if I am standing up or sitting down. Sitting down. There's no sitting down here. It doesn't matter what direction I'm moving. It doesn't matter what direction I'm moving. The reason for that. And Lord Miz, you won. The reason for that. And Lord Miz, you won. I don't know, Lord Miz, if you've seen the finalized credit system, or the fact that when the credits finalized credit system, it quits the game, and the game actually quits. It quits the game, and the game actually quits. And you are in the credits. You're in the credits twice. You're in the credits twice. At least today. Stacking, hello. All right. At least today. Stacking, hello. All right. So, if we take a look at our assets here, we have. If we take a look at our assets character, and this is the reason why. The player character, and this is the reason why. Apparently, that's not what I want to do. Oh, that's probably apparently more like it. That's not what I want to do. The reason why it's just looking like I'm. Walking the reason forward, why it's walking just looking left, like walking I'm backwards. Walking forward, walking left, walking backwards. Oh yeah, it's because that overlay that I got for the chat actually has that overlay that I got for the chat actually has the better TV. I don't have them in mind, so I can't see them in my. I don't have them in mind, so I can't see them in my dashboard. My overlay, like my look over and see them in my dashboard, but I can look over and see them in chat. All right, so. I want to chop these up so we have looking forward as one. So we have looking left as another series, and then looking back as another one. We can mirror the looking to the left. We can mirror the looking to the left to be looking to the right. You can also make your own emotes in the overlay, which is nice. I think I saw something nice like that. I think I saw something like that. Actually, go in, click into it, see what I can do. Actually go in, click into it to see what I can do. Too hot. This tea is still too hot. All right, so let's open up GIMP. And let's go ahead and open up that. Nope, that doesn't work. Where am I? You. I want you. Documents, code. The rest workspace. Gamer game assets. Player character. Oh, that's lovely and a good size. Zoom in on that a little bit. See if I can zoom in on that a little bit. Here we go. All right, so all I need to do is find the exact center. All I need to do is find the exact center points and then cut them, chop them up into different images. Points and then cut them, chop them up into different images. In the graphics imaging side, there's probably some work that we're going to need to do. There's probably some work that we're going to need to do elsewhere. So where's crop? Where's crop? That actually looks exactly in the center. That actually looks exactly in the center. But let me make sure. What's our okay? So it's 384 by 16. Okay, so it's 384 by 16. And there's 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 12, 13, 14, 20, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. 384 divided by 23. 84 divided okay, every 16 pixels. Then okay, every 16 pixels. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8. So at 128 pixels, I want to make a cut. So at 128 pixels, I want to make a cut. So right here. So there. Now that doesn't seem right. There. Now that doesn't seem right. Can I? Because that seems more appropriate. Oh, but there's space to the left that it wants to start with. If I go here, this 128 by 8. So if I go here, this 128 by 8. Return. If I do this, hit return. And then we're going to say, okay, image. And then we're going to say, okay, canvas size. We want, okay, yeah, 128 by 16. Size, we want, okay, yeah, 128 by 16th. Resize. Did that do that? I think that did it. Okay, so then I can come out here and let's export. Okay, so then I can come out here and let's export. This is going to be as player. This is going to be player. Is this backwards or forwards? Is this backwards or forwards? Backwards. I think this is backwards. And we'll store it in here. So export. And we'll store it in here. So export. I guess, yeah, that PNG is fine. I guess, yeah, that PNG is fine. I think the defaults are fine. All right, so if we go take a look at that. Yeah, okay, so that's perfect. That's got exactly what we want. Yeah, okay, so that's perfect. That's got exactly what we want. Oh no, that's forward. Oh no, this one is clearly backwards. This one is clearly backwards. Still need to learn how to see these. Still need to learn how to. It makes so much sense when I'm playing the game. Like it has the proper context and somebody else made it. It has the proper context and somebody else made it. Forward. Okay, so if I undo. So now this time we want to start at. 128. 128 and go to times 2, so 128 to 256 times 2, so 128 to 256. There's 128. There's 128. It's 256.7. It's 256.7. Can I change that at all? Can I change that at all? Is there like info? The UI is so small. Is there like info? The UI is so small. I can barely see. I can barely see. Yes, this should have been 128. Yes, this should have been 128. Offset. There's an offset here. Oh, okay, offset. There's an offset here. Okay, let me try that. So image. Let me try that. So image. Canvas size. We're gonna do this as 128 by 16. We're gonna do this as offset is 128 by 16, but the offset is nothing. With nothing. Huh. Huh. I can only go down? I can only go down? Negative 128? Oh. Negative 128? Yeah, that looks about right. So that's facing left now. Yeah, that looks about right. So that's facing left now. Let's go ahead and export you. Let's go ahead and export you. Player left. It's going to be player left. And then we'll do the final thing. And then we'll do the final thing. Image. So canvas size. Image. We want you to be canvas size 8 by 16. We want you to be offset. We want by 16. 2 times the offset. We want 2 times 128. 256. Just 256. I think is that. So if I resize you, yeah, there we go. I think is that. Then that's backwards. If I resize you, yeah, there. I don't know if we need. Then that's backwards. I don't know if we need, but okay. So export as. Okay, so export as player. Backwards. Player. Backwards. All right. So then if we come back, look here, we have player backwards. Right. So then if we come back, look here, we have player backwards. Okay. So forwards. Perfect with that. So okay, at the very least, I can now have player forwards. At the very least, all that's happening. Forwards. So if we go back to all that's happening library. So if we go back to our main library, and we find out where our player is, Okay, create player. So this is gonna be create player forwards. This is gonna be player, and let's go ahead. And let's go ahead look at this and take a look at this. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're playing with the chair wheels. That's playing with the chair wheels. That's perfect. What happened to the game? Did it crash? Did it crash? Oh, we couldn't find it. Did I misspell that? Oh, we couldn't find it. Did I misspell that? Let's double check this again. Let's double check this again. Oh, player forward. .png. Oh, player forward. That would do it. .png. That would do it. All right. So as soon as this syncs up and we're good to go here. As soon as this syncs up and we're good to go here. Well, go ahead. Cam isn't bothering anybody. We'll leave it up there in case he's everywhere right now. So we'll leave it up there in case he's everywhere right now. So. Oh, that's it's not the best. So so yeah. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So we have 1 of these in here. We need to tell it that there's 8 of these in here. We need to tell it that there's only 8 now. So there's 8 sprites. There we go. That's gonna make it work a little bit better. That's gonna make it work a little bit better. Hazelby. Still in super play mode. But it makes me wonder whether or not I should an app for like a phone, or I could create like an app for like a phone or an iPad. I've seen that there's some out there on the store that are supposed to I've seen that there's some out there on the store that are supposed to keep your cat occupied. All right. Okay, so I think that worked. The player now is looking forward the entire time. Now, if I want the player to look left when I'm moving left, look forward when I'm standing still, and look right when I'm standing still. It's going to be a little bit more. Look right when I'm moving right. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. And I think that's mostly difficult because we didn't really build the system. So if we take a look at our draw system that we have for the, we don't even have a player draw system here. We don't even have a player. We have a game object draw system that takes in a sprite. Oh, okay. So then maybe that could be it. We might be able to create a draw system. For a player that takes in 3 sprites. And when we update, we're going to need to know what direction we're moving. And when we update, we're going to need to know what direction we're moving, so it can choose which sprite. And then draw just draws. Going to be using, and then draw just draws. Like moving, like we need to know which direction we're moving. I think that would work then. Okay, so if we come to our draw system, we create a new one. So we're going to need the 3 different sprites. So we're going to need the 3 different sprites. So we're going to need sprite like left, and then these are going to be, these are just sprites, right? These are just sprites, right? Yeah, they're just sprites. And they don't need to be options because in this case we know we're going to have them. So this could be we have sprite. We don't have a right sprite. We have a left sprite. We don't have a right sprite. We have a left sprite. Probably a forward sprite. Maybe that's all I really care about. I don't know if I need if I really care about the backward sprite. Okay, so if I have U2. And then we're gonna need the moving direction. We're gonna need the moving direction. I don't know exactly how I want to like store that yet. I don't know exactly how I want to like store that. Let's get these going, and then I'll only use forward sprite. Let's get these going, and then I'll only use forward sprite to begin with. So we'll implement draw system. Draw system. Okay, so when we get this, we're gonna take in the two sprites. Okay, so when we get this, we're gonna take in the two sprites. Sprite, which is gonna be a sprite, which is gonna be a sprite. You bring in you and forward. Sprite and forward. Just a sprite. Just a sprite. Okay. Okay. All right. So then. Then we'll have to implement off of. Then we'll have to implement off of the mod here. So we have this trait draw system. The mod here. So we have this trait draw system. So we're gonna have draw system. Impl draw system. Or player draw system. Or player draw system. You have to implement debug. And we have to update. We have to implement update, draw, and get size. We have to implement update, draw, and get size. So, update. So update. Draw. Get size. Okay, there we go with that. Get size. We don't have a context. We don't have a context. Don't have a point two. Don't have a point two. You're just upset because we're not implementing anything. So that's a nice you're just upset because we're not implementing anything. So that's a nice. Okay, and then you're upset because we're not actually doing that. Okay, and then you're upset because we're not actually doing that. That's it to do. All right, no errors. Okay, so this will be a lovely not actually drawing anything. This will so I guess right now like not actually drawing anything. So we're not doing anything about updating. We're not doing anything. If I want to just always draw the forward sprite. If I want to just always draw the forward sprite. How is this draw working? I don't think I need the debug location anymore. Okay, so if we have a sprite, just draw. So if we have a sprite, draw the sprite by this. Draw the sprite by this. Oh, and then okay, so this is like the label. If we have a label, so this is draw the label. Like the label. Otherwise, that. If we have a label, pretty much this is all we need. Draw the label. Otherwise, that. So pretty much this is all we need then. This sprite that draw. And sprites already have their draw already. So sprites already have their draw already. So what did I update for you? What did I update for you? Okay, so in draw we want to return the result of draw. Self dot. We'll just do forward sprite. Self dot draw. We'll just do forward sprite. Okay, so we'll pass in the context, which we get in here. Okay, so we'll pass in the context, which we get in. So we've got the location here. So we've got the location scale by here. So we need to know how much we're scaling by. So we need to know how much we're scaling. That must be something we need to. That must be something we need to pass in. Right now, where is scale by coming in? Right now, self.scale by. Okay, so this is being passed in here. Self.scale by. Okay, so this is being passed in here. I'm doing alt tab when I want to do control tab. I'm doing alt Alt tab
Okay,
when I
so
want to do Control tab.
scale by.
Okay, so
Need you.
scale by.
Scale by. It's gonna be an F32.
Scale by. It's gonna be an F32.
Take this in 2.
We'll take this in 2 and store it away. Okay, so then here this is going to be a self. Okay, so then here this is going to be a self.
Rotation. So whatever the rotation is going to be, that's being
rotation.
Passed into
So
us.
whatever the rotation is
and
going to be, that's
the
being passed into us. And then the opacity.
I probably want this just be 1.0.
I probably want this just be 1.
And then return whatever this.
And then return whatever this. What do you need to be? What do you need to be?
Oh, opacity is an option F32.
Oh, opacity is an option F32.
I want this to be like a sum.
Okay.
0.
I want this to be like a sum. 0.
All right. We're not using times and start.
All right.
I don't really care about that.
We're not using times and start. I don't really care about that.
Then I want to use this here. So when we're creating the player, instead of the
we're creating a player instead
sprite,
of the
this is really the player forward
sprite. This is really the player forward sprite.
Okay, here's the player draw system. This is now going to be.
Okay, here's the player draw system. This is now going to be.
This.
So, we have to reforward this. So,
player draw system.
Player draw system.
That means here we can use this.
That means here we can use this.
All right, so left sprite.
All right, so left sprite.
Okay, so left sprite is going to be the player.
Okay, so left sprite is going to be.
We need to also do
player.
that.
Oh, okay. We need to also do that.
I think it's just player underscore left.
It's just player underscore left.
The rest of it should be the same. So
the rest of it should be the same. So
left sprite.
Left sprite.
Okay, so player left sprite.
Player left sprite.
Forward sprite.
There
and scale by
sprite.
Oh, I forgot what we had.
And
I think
scale by.
It's gonna be like 2.0.
I forgot what we had. I think it's gonna be like 2.0.
Oh no, we have the player scale right here.
Oh no, we have the player scale right here.
Would you do it for the snake? I don't know. Do we need to do it for the snake? I thought sort of we had like going down and then
I thought sort of we had like going down and then
like doing some mirroring.
Right. And like doing some mirroring.
We could. All right, so if I do this, the player draw system should just work for us.
The player draw system should just.
So we should be able to play this and should be able to see the player.
We should be able to play this and
always moving forward.
Should be able to see the player always moving forward.
Or not.
Us.
What happened?
Or not. What happened?
Not yet implement.
Oh. Not yet implement. Oh.
In the player draw system, I can't do.
In the player draw system, I can't
get size.
Do.
Okay, I need to.
Get size. Okay.
I need to return. How are you?
I need to return. How are you doing this?
Okay, sprite has the width.
And height. Sprite has the width.
So I can return
and height.
Sum.
I can return
self dot
sum. Self dot.
And so this is where we need to know which direction we're moving.
And so this is where we need to know
which direction.
Actually,
they're exactly the same, aren't they? So
actually,
self
they're
dot,
exactly the same, aren't they? So self dot
forward sprite dot
forward sprite
width,
dot
self dot
width
forward sprite dot
self dot
height
forward sprite dot height.
Oh, and then you are a tuple.
Oh, and then you are a tuple.
All right, let's try that. How long is how is this how long
sort of like
is,
starting
how,
soon
how is
time?
this
Is it too long?
Should it be
Sort
shorter?
of like starting soon time. Is it too long?
Should it be shorter? Ooh, I'm below the ground. I'm below the ground. So that's a problem. Interesting. Okay, so I'm below the ground, meaning that my size. I'm below the ground, meaning that my size isn't correct. I mean, it makes it easier for me to avoid things. So what do I need to do for that? I need to. This is wrong then. We're storing scale by, and that's fine. When we create here, oh, I need to multiply by the scale by, don't I? Yeah. Sprite width times self.scale by.
Sprite width
that's a problem.
times
So
scale by.
With
That's
both
a
of you.
problem.
So
With both of you,
you and
need
you
to
times
and
self.scale by. There you go. All right, this should work a lot better.
all right, this should
work a lot better.
I don't need two of you open.
How long is it starting soon? I've got it set for 25 seconds.
How long is it starting
Um,
soon? I've got it set for
how-
25
like,
seconds.
After how many seconds are you seeing?
like?
I
After
guess
how many
is the
seconds are you
question.
seeing it?
All right, there we go.
I guess
This is working
is
a
the
lot
question
better.
for this. All right, there we go. This is working a lot better.
All right.
All the way to the
Edges.
edges.
And that's all working perfectly. I can set it to be something like 5 seconds or 10 seconds.
I can set it to be
'Cause I
something
do
like 5
have,
seconds or 10
low
seconds.
latency mode on.
'Cause I do have low latency mode.
I was
on.
using my iPad though for testing.
I was
and
using
my iPad is like
though for
really
for
old,
testing.
so
and my
it-
iPad is like really
doesn't,
old. So
it's got a
doesn't
lag due to processing.
it's got a lag
power, I think,
due
as
to
opposed to
processing power.
just internet,
as opposed
speed.
to just internet speed.
But okay, so that's working. We've got
so that's working.
forward
got-
working.
we've
If I
got,
want left to work now.
Forward working.
We're gonna
I
have
want
to store
left
in
to work now.
like
We're gonna
facing
have to
direction.
store in like
And so
facing
maybe
direction.
what we need here is
and so maybe what we need here
an enum. So a
is
private enum,
an enum. So a
like
private
facing
enum,
direction, maybe facing.
like a facing direction.
We're gonna have forward,
We're gonna have
or
forward,
left.
or
begin with.
left to begin with.
So we're gonna do facing, and you are
So
at facing.
We're gonna do facing, and you.
I'm
are
gonna say that we're gonna
facing.
start.
I'm gonna say that we're gonna start
Facing is
with
facing forward.
facing is facing forward.
And an update, we're going to
And an
we're
update,
gonna need to
we're
take
going
in
to
the
we're gonna
velocity
need
that
to
we have
take in
for the player.
the velocity that we have
So
for the player.
we
So-
really care about velocity x,
Which
we know is
really
at
care about
F32.
velocity x, which we know is at F32.
And then in here we can now say if
And then in here
velocity
we can now
x,
say if
we're not facing
velocity
right. I'm gonna
x,
have facing right. I
we're
guess
not
I just
facing
don't
right.
want to.
I'm gonna have facing right.
I can put it in.
I guess I just don't want to have to. I can put it in here.
I'm gonna definitely have eventually.
I'm gonna definitely.
Okay, so
have it.
if velocity
Eventually.
x is
Okay,
less
so
than
if velocity
0.0,
x is
so
less than 0.0.
if it's less than 0.0,
So
well, okay,
if it's less than 0.0,
maybe let's start with this.
well,
If it's equal to 0.0,
maybe let's start with this. If it's equal
we're not
to
moving
0.0,
left or right.
we're not moving left
That
or
means
right.
our facing is forward.
That means
Self dot
our facing
facing
is forward.
Set
Self
that equal to
facing set that
facing
equal to
forward.
facing forward.
Else if velocity x
else
is
if
less than 0.0,
velocity x is less than 0.0,
self dot facing is equal
self
to
dot facing is
right.
equal to facing
and then else
and then else
self dot facing is equal to
self
facing.
facing is
That's
equal to
wrong.
facing.
You're left.
That's wrong. You're left.
Right. There we go.
Right.
Okay. So
There we go.
you're upset
Okay,
because you're not
so-
actually part of that trait to have
You're
that
upset
velocity
because
x.
you're not
So that's
actually
going to be
part of that.
We're gonna have to
trait
deal with
that
that.
velocity x. So that's going to be we're gonna have to deal with that.
Now down here in draw, we have to determine which sprite we're going to use to draw.
We have to
here.
determine
So
which
we're going to say
sprite we're going to use to draw here. So
if
we're going to say
probably. I wonder if
if,
we want to do a match. on this.
probably. I wonder if we
So
want
we're
to do
gonna
a
match
match on this.
on self dot
So we're going to match
facing
on self dot facing.
if it's let's see
If it's
facing
facing.
okay, so if it's facing forward, we
Okay, so
want
if it's
to
facing
do this one.
forward. We want to do this one.
Draw you.
Draw you.
Otherwise, if it's facing
Otherwise, if it's facing left,
self dot left sprite,
self dot
draw
left sprite,
draw scale by
self dot
some
scale by some.
Okay, so that makes you happy. Now this is also going to say, okay, what do we do if
Now
it's
you're
also
this is also
facing-
going to say, okay, what do we do if it's
facing
also
right?
facing?
I can
Facing
guess right
right?
now have it not do any
I can
any draws.
I guess right
whatsoever.
now have it
So
not
we'll
do
do
any
facing
draws whatsoever. So we'll do
right?
facing
And
right?
we're just going to
and we're just going
return and okay.
to return. And
So I'll need to put in a draw for that.
So I'll need to
later.
put in a draw for that later.
Now we need to update our trait to take in a velocity.
Now we need to
x.
update our trait to take in
that's
a
in
velocity x.
Trait draw
That's in
system
here.
for update. We need
Trait
a
draw system for update.
velocity
We need a
x
velocity
2, and
x,
this is going to cause all sorts
F32.
of errors.
and this is going to cause all sorts of errors.
So this is the game object draw system. We also need to take
So
in
this is the
a
game object draw system. We also need to take in a
velocity.
velocity.
You don't care. So
You don't care.
velocity
So
x 2.
velocity x 2.
You're the player draw system.
You're the player draw system.
Oh, facing. Okay, so you need to implement debug.
Oh, facing. Okay, so you need to implement debug.
Okay, you are the timer draw system.
Okay,
So
you
need to
are the
implement
timer draw
velocity
system.
x.
So you need to implement velocity
Game
x.
object. Okay, so when we do the draw system
game
update,
object.
we
Okay, so
now
when we
need to pass
do
in
the draw system update. We now need to
our
pass
velocity.
in
So
our
that's
velocity.
a problem. Our velocity is
That's
only
a problem. Our velocity
the-
is only
the physics system.
in the physics system.
So there's an issue. Does that mean we need
So,
to
There's an issue.
have the
Does that
velocity
mean we need
now
to
stored in the game
Have
object
the velocity
and
now
pass
stored
in a
in the
mutable
game
reference
object
to it and
into the physics systems that it can update that there, but physics be aware of what that is for the
there, but
draw
it
system.
can be aware of what that is for the draw system.
I wonder. Probably. Either that or we're going to have to get it from the physics system.
Either that or we're going to have to get it from the physics system.
Or pass a reference to the physics system.
Or pass a reference to the physics system.
I wonder if I could do that. Could I pass a reference to the physics system in it instead of the...
Could I pass a reference to the physics system in it
instead of the velocity?
Instead of the velocity.
ToggleBit, hello!
ToggleBit, hello!
How are you doing today? How's your... You streamed today, right?
How are you doing today? How's your... You streamed today, right? How was your stream?
Oh, and I might be able to just extract it out here. Because it's an option.
Because it's an option.
Oh, this means a raid is incoming?
This means a raid is incoming?
All right, we are not...
All right,
I could switch branches to play the game really quickly.
Well, I could switch branches to play the game really quickly.
I am Hardliner subscribed at tier 1 subscription.
Hardliner
thank you so much. I am Hardliner for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And ToggleBit rating with a party of 41.
And ToggleBit rating with a party of 41.
A raid indeed. Thank you so much, ToggleBit, for that raid.
A raid indeed.
Also,
thank you so much, ToggleBit, for that raid. Also, how was your stream?
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry about that.
Small brute.
Small brute.
That is. Yeah, I'll have to tell. I'll have to figure.
Still, I'll have to tuning
figure for that.
Still tuning.
Stream went well until you started streaming. Oh no!
Stream went well until you started streaming. Oh no!
All right, so let's go ahead and save all this stuff
here. All right, so let's go ahead and save all this stuff.
And
I'm going to go ahead and
just work in progress these.
And let's
switch over to our master branch.
I
know I did this for a reason.
I know I did this
let's go ahead
for a reason.
Run the game.
Let's go ahead and
run
the game.
Let's see.
Let's see.
What were you? Let's see. You upgraded kernel and NVEC errors with OBS. Oh no, that's actually
NVEC errors with OBS. Oh no, that's actually.
You have to go play Minecraft with your kid, or you'll eat guilt for the rest of the week.
You have to go play Minecraft with your kid, or you'll
go have fun with Minecraft
for the rest of the week. Go have fun with Minecraft.
Minecraft is fun. Although I haven't played in a long time.
Minecraft is fun. Although I haven't.
All right, everybody. I've got this game set up. I've got
this game set up.
So that way,
I've got the new starting soon.
It tries to make it so that way.
It tries.
Everyone who's watching has a chance to sort of catch up and get ready for when to drop it. Depending upon what your internet connection is.
Depending upon what your internet
also gives me a chance to explain things, although I used all that.
And also gives me a chance to explain things, although I used all that.
That was good.
Time up.
Now I got to try to avoid all of these things.
Now I got to try to avoid all of these things.
But yeah, this is the game that we've been working on. I have 3 lives, and you have 3 things to drop on me.
3 lives, and you have 3 things to drop on me to try to get me, as it were.
And then I have the time here. If the time runs out, I win. Otherwise, if you get all of my lives.
Otherwise, if you get all of my lives, then you win.
Oh, you almost got me with that heart.
Oh, you almost got me with that heart.
Oh, I got hit.
Oh, I got hit.
I feel like I need to run this in.
Oh,
you got me.
You
hit me. Belly R2, Mirror Clemp, and
who hit me?
Belly
R2, Mirror Clemp, and Dunkel
and then Small Brute and I Am Hardliner was also participating.
Thank you so much, everybody, for playing that game with me. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing that game with me.
And at the end of the credits, And
the game actually
at the end
quits.
of the credits,
So that's
game
what
actually quits.
that's what we've been working on. And I'm in this.
That's what we've been working
you
on.
notice that my player is
And
just
so
always
I'm in this-
constantly
this,
sort of like rotating
You notice
around.
that my player is
That's
just
the
always
feature we're working
constantly
on
sort
right
of like
now.
rotating around.
So if I switch
That's
back
the
over
feature
to
we're
this,
working on right
this
now.
branch here.
So if I switch back over to this this branch here,
I am okay. So in the draw system update, I need to now extract out
I need to now extract out the
velocity of the physics system if we have
the velocity of the
to then
physics
pass
system
this in.
if we have it.
So
To then pass this in.
what can I do with that?
So
well, we
what can I
have
do
a
with that?
player system, and we have our physics
we
system,
have
which is
a
an
player
option.
system, and we have
So
our physics system,
I
which
can
is an
probably
option. So I can probably
now the physics system up here. I have that. I could probably do this
now
again.
the physics
here.
system
So
up here. I have
if
that.
let-
I could probably do this again here. So if let
do I use a library for chat interaction? I do. So I'm using.
do I use a library
Twitch
for chat
chat.
interaction? I do. So I'm using
to-
Twitch chat.
Chat. Where's my? Here's my.
Twitch chat. Here's my.
Creates.io. Creates.io. I'm using Twitch chat. Right here.
I'm using Twitch chat,
Which is by Musean, who is another streamer.
which is by Musean, who is another
and
streamer.
I have a wrapper crate around it, so I
and
can just drop it
I have
into
a
any of
wrapper
my
crate
applications
around it, so
and
I can
sort
just
of
drop it
run
into
that
any
and
of
just
my-
kind of
my
I have a
applications
channel
and sort of
system.
run
So
that
I'm
and
running
just kind of
Twitch
I
chat
have
in
a
a
channel
thread,
system.
which of
So I'm
course
running
itself uses
Twitch
some
chat
more
in a
threads.
thread,
And
which
then
of course
we have
itself
channels
uses
going
some
back
more
and forth. So
threads.
every time that you
And
chat,
then we have
send a
channels
chat
going back and
message,
forth. So every time that you
that
chat,
chat
send a
message
chat
gets
message
sent
that
over
chat
a
message
channel
gets,
into my game. And then my
sent over a
game is
channel
sending
into
chat
my game.
messages
And
through a
then
channel
my
back
game
to
is
Twitch
sending
chat
chat messages
to send
through a
to
channel
Twitch.
back to Twitch.
So that's
chat
what's happening
to
behind the
send
scenes.
to Twitch. So that's what's happening behind the scenes.
Okay, so if let some we want
Okay, so
the
if let some
physics
we want the
system
physics
equals self dot
system
physics system
equals self
okay,
dot
so
physics system.
and then what I want
Okay,
here
so-
is maybe a velocity.
And then
So
what I
we
want
like
here
let
is maybe a velocity. So we want,
velocity
like, let
x equals
velocity
and so then
x
here we want to then
equals,
say
and
physics
then
system
here
dot
we want to then say physics system dot
velocity
velocity.
what do we actually have in there?
What do we actually have in there?
Player physics. Okay, so we have
Player
just velocity
physics.
here. We're probably going to
Okay,
want to
so
make
we
you
have just velocity
public?
here. We're probably gonna want to make you.
but this is going to be a
public?
problem because it's not going to know
This is gonna be a problem
that's
because
that's
it's
something
not gonna
that I can
know
get here. Because
that
this is
that's-
actually
that's something that I can get here.
something off of a
Because this is
trait. So I'm going
actually,
to have a trait on the player
something off of a
physics
trait. So I'm gonna have to have a trait
to
on
get the
player
velocity.
physics
So
to get the
that's gonna be
velocity.
something.
So
we're going to want
that's
something
gonna be
like
something.
get
So we're gonna want something like get
velocity x
velocity
like that.
x like that.
Okay, so that's what we want. Now,
Okay, so that's what we want.
if you don't
Now,
exist, else
If
we'll just
you
make
don't
you
exist,
0.0
else we'll just make you 0.
and then we can now pass in
and then we
our
can now pass
velocity
in
x here. So that way
our
you'll know you're in
velocity x.
F32. And so
that way
the
you'll
only
know
error
you're in,
we have now is
F32.
there's no
So
get
the only
velocity
error
x
we have now is
off of the
there's
physics
no get
systems.
velocity x off
Um,
of the
do
physics
I-
systems.
If you ever get far enough in your game,
do
you have a look at that again.
If you ever
Oh, are
get
you
far
gonna
enough
have
in your
chat
game,
interaction?
you have
What's
a
the
look
game
at
that
that
you're working
again?
on?
Oh, are you gonna have chat interaction?
When a game is
What's the game
over,
that you're working on?
you are destroying all the game
When a
objects.
game is over,
what do you think about keeping
you're
them
destroying
and
all the
they'll
game
be
objects? What do you
destroyed
think about
naturally?
keeping them and they'll be destroyed naturally?
Are you talking about? Let's see.
Are you talking about? Let's see.
Am I destroying them on like my own, or are they?
Am I destroying them on?
Are they getting
like, my
destroyed?
own, or
Oh,
are
I'm
they-
destroying them
Are they getting destroyed?
as they
Oh, I'm
as
destroying
they
them
move off of the
as
system.
they move off of the system.
Oh, I think the only reason I was destroying those was.
Oh, I think
we
the
went
only
down,
reason
like, a
I was
different,
destroying
different
those
path.
was we went down like a different.
I don't think I
different
need to
path.
destroy them all.
I don't think I need to destroy them all.
Because I think I'm clearing out the game objects at some point in time.
Because I think I'm clearing out
in
the game
here in the main
objects
library
at some
file.
point in time.
I don't think I need to.
In here in the main library file.
I
I
could
don't
just
think I need
keep
to.
them, and they would get destroyed.
I
naturally.
could just keep them, I don't know
they
if
would get destroyed naturally.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
don't think I would be opposed to letting them get destroyed naturally.
I don't think I would be opposed to letting them get destroyed.
You're gonna build a Mario clone with modding support. That's
You're
very
gonna
far
build
in
a
the
Mario
future. You're only a
clone with
beginner
modding
at
support.
game dev.
That's very far in the
Ooh,
future.
that sounds a
You're only
lot of fun.
beginner at
Yeah, I
game
haven't
dev.
figured out. I
Ooh,
don't
that
know
sounds
how
a lot
yet
of fun.
to create like
Yeah, I
a
haven't
full
figured out. I don't know how yet
non
to
like
create
single
like a full
screen game.
That's
what I have right now.
Screen
So like a camera system.
That's what I have right now.
Is interesting,
like
and we sort
camera
of played around
system
with it one
is
before in
interesting,
stream.
and we sort of played around with it one before in stream.
But I might want to like switch over to doing something like.
But
like
I might
Godot,
want to like switch over to doing something
for a
like
game
Godot.
like that. What game engine are you using?
For a game like that? What game engine are you using?
Okay, so we want. You're not going to be able to be mutable there. It won't matter.
You're not going to be able to
need to find
mutable there. It won't matter.
Mod here.
I need to find mod here.
And for the player physics system, we need to add a new
method. The player physics system, we need to add a new method.
Function update. We're also going to want to have a function
update. We're also going to want to have a
velocity
function
x.
Is
that what I called it?
Velocity x. Is that what I called
velocity
it?
X.
Get velocity x.
And you're gonna take in
and
just a reference to self. That's all I really care about.
Just a reference to self.
And you're gonna return.
That's all I really care
F32.
about.
And that's it.
And you're gonna return an F32.
Now, by hitting save, that's gonna immediately cause all these errors.
Now, by hitting save, that's gonna immediately cause all these errors.
Get velocity
because these are not.
Let's go ahead and
get
what are we?
Velocity X.
This is fire physics.
Let's go ahead and what are we? This is fire physics.
We actually have a velocity.
We actually have.
So this will be
velocity. So this will be
function
fine.
get velocity x.
So
we're gonna turn it self dot
get
velocity.
We're gonna turn it self dot
X.
velocity dot x.
And I think. Let's see.
And I
you
think
are heart physics.
You are heart physics.
Get velocity x. Self dot velocity. Oh, you only have a velocity y.
Velocity.
So
you only have a velocity.
You need.
Y.
This will just be returning 0.0.
You need. This will just be returning 0.0.
Godot would be easier to use. You started to prototype
Godot
with
would be
GGEZ.
easier to
oh,
use.
This is GGEZ.
You started to prototype with GGEZ. Oh, this is GGEZ.
Hey, kitty. Hey,
don't
kitty.
use that as a scratching post. Hey, don't use that as a scratching post.
Godot would be easier to use. I don't know. I haven't used it.
Godot would
we've
be
been
easier to
watching
use.
like
I
some
don't know,
other people have been using Godot.
We've been watching like some other people have been using Godot.
I think Togglebit's been using Godot, right?
I think Togglebit's been using Godot
with
right?
Rust, and then
with Rust, and then
yeah, there's a bunch of like Mr. Halsey uses it too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
gotten
like,
me
Mr.
very
Halsey uses
curious
it too.
About it.
It's gotten me very curious about it.
All right, player physics. This is the one we care about.
Player physics.
So we're gonna
this
do
is the one we care about.
Get velocity x.
So we're gonna do
self dot velocity.
Get velocity x. Self dot velocity dot x.
Because you are a 0.2. That's
you
fine.
are a 0.2.
Snake physics.
That's fine.
You have a velocity x like
Snake
this.
physics. You have a velocity x like this.
Okay. So get velocity x is self dot velocity x.
Velocity x is self dot velocity x.
And sword physics. You have a velocity
sword
x
physics.
Like that.
You have a velocity x like that.
Okay. And timer physics.
And
you have velocity
timer
y.
Physics.
So you don't have.
You have velocity y. So you don't.
This is going to be a.
So this is going to be
velocity x 0.0.
Velocity x 0.0.
And then all right, so cannot move out of self physics.
Cannot move out of self physics.
I don't actually want to move
0.
So let's go ahead and get.
I don't actually want to move out of you. So let's go ahead and get a reference.
All right, that makes you happy. So if I do this, we should be able to see ourselves moving.
If I do this,
forward
we should be able to
and
see
left.
ourselves moving
ahead and
forward and left. Let's go ahead and try running this again. Yeah, I don't have like a way to override this.
Yeah, I don't have like a way to
curious,
override
will the
this.
snake fall right away? I think it does.
I'm curious, will the snake fall
I think it
right
allows
away?
you to like key
I
up.
think it does. I think it
Oh,
allows you
yeah,
to
it
like key
does.
up.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, perfect. When I'm moving right,
Ooh.
it disappears. When
Oh
I
yeah,
stand
perfect.
still,
When I'm moving right, it
doesn't move
disappears.
forward.
When I stand still, oh, it doesn't move forward.
It doesn't move forward.
It doesn't move
What
forward.
is my velocity?
What is my velocity?
That's really. Yeah, I'm not really debugging that, so we can't see it.
Yeah, I'm
wondering
not debugging
if
that, so we can't see it.
It's
I'm
never
wondering
actually
if
hitting exactly 0.
It's never actually hitting exactly 0.
I bet that's what my problem is. Okay, so let's come to
I bet that's what my problem is. Okay, so let's come to
player
our
draw system here.
Player draw system.
So here's our velocity x. I bet our velocity is never quite exactly 0, except
our velocity
at the
is never quite exactly 0, except at the beginning.
But here's what we can do. We can debug.
Here's what we can do. We can debug
velocity x.
Velocity x like that.
Let's also. In the main library, we have the splash duration for how long we want that
the
sort of
splash duration
getting
for
started
how
soon.
long we want
Let's
that
switch this
sort of
down to 10 seconds.
getting started soon. Let's switch this down to 10
I think that might be a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, take a look at this. Velocity x is
take a look at this. Velocity x is
I mean, it's really slow, but it never actually reaches.
I mean, it's really
slow,
0.0. Never actually reaches.
It gets so
0.0.
close to it.
It gets
so
so
I need
close to it.
I need to determine.
So
like
I need
some,
I need to determine like some
So like 0.00 or something like that. Because when I'm moving left,
0.00 or something like that. Because when I'm moving left,
yeah, I probably want it to.
like.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna want to change the math a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna want to change the math.
So what is that gonna look like
on that?
So okay, if
if
velocity x, let's actually change the order of this
velocity
around a little
x. Let's actually
So I'm gonna
change the
say
order of this around a little bit.
If
So
velocity
I'm gonna
x
say
is
if velocity x
less than
is
less
0
than
1 0.1.
Let's try that. If it's less than 0.1,
Let's try that. If it's less than 0.1,
self dot facing,
then
set that equal to
self dot facing
set
that equal
left.
to facing
else if
else
velocity
velocity
x is greater than
velocity x is
0.1.
greater than
and you need to be less than
0.1.
negative.
And you need to be less than negative.
Then self dot facing
facing
right
equal to facing
right, and then else. Okay, so if you make it here,
and then
self dot
else.
facing,
Okay, so if you make it here,
equal to
self dot
facing,
set you equal to facing.
All right, I think that's gonna work a lot better. Go ahead and run this and see if we start moving.
Go ahead and run this and see if we start moving.
I think we should. I think this should work pretty well.
I think we should.
The question is like, is that math
gonna
make it feel really
The question is like, is that math gonna make it feel really good?
All right, so I'm forward, move left, and then I switch to forward.
Move left.
Disappear when I'm moving right,
and then I switch to forward.
Switch back to forward.
Disappear when I'm moving right, and then I switch back to forward.
I think that worked.
All right. I think that works
pretty well. Now we have to figure out how do I want to move
we have to
forward.
figure out how do I want to move forward here.
Because right now, it just disappears. Like there's nothing to draw when I'm moving.
It just disappears. Like there's nothing to draw when I'm moving to the right.
That's only because I only have the left.
That's only because I only have the left.
I need to mirror myself. I need to mirror the left.
I need to mirror myself.
I need to flip the sprites when moving left for the forward.
Flip the sprites when moving left.
Do I have anything in the sprite system?
Do I have anything in the sprite system for that? I don't think I do.
So in sprites, we don't have like a mirror, true or not.
We don't have like a mirror, true or not.
We have a rotation. That's just going to rotate it like that.
But that's just going to rotate it like that.
Oh, we can use the scale.
We can use the scale.
I think we can use the scale here. So if we're moving, okay, let's try this.
So if we're moving
in the player draw system, if we're moving to the right, let's take the left here.
Let's take the left here.
And then the scale is going to be times -1. Actually, can I just do negative in front of this?
Actually, can I just do negative in front of this? Like that?
How will you work? I'm curious whether or not it's going to be upside down too, or if it's just going to be facing to the right, or something else,
or if it's just going to be facing to the right, or something else altogether.
Oh yeah, it becomes upside down. So that's not optimal. You could probably use Signum to create the scale directly from the direction. I think so. I want it to be negative. I want the scale on the X to be negative.
I want the scale on the X to be negative.
That's my.
That's what I
need to do here. Yeah. So in the sprite system. In the
sprite system,
we're getting this scale, and you see, the scale by a scale by a scale by.
And you see, the scale by a scale by a scale by. If we update you,
it needs to be this array of 2 scales.
It needs to be this array of 2 scales.
Draw.
So if we take in draw,
here's a scale by.
Where is this?
If we actually just make this an array.
If we actually just
just do F32
an array
2.
So we just do
that's what we want. We want 2. An array of F32s.
We want an array of F32s times 2 there.
Now you become scale by like that.
Just scale by like that.
Now for a location. So scale by.
So scale by
0. 0. You're happy there.
0.
Okay, rotation. You can be
happy there.
Okay,
rotation. You can be first one.
Else scale by y. So this is y.
Y. So this is y.
That would be 1.
So that would be 1.
Okay, so you're happy here. Now that means every time that we call scale by, we now need
every time that we call scale by, we now need
an array of self.scale by self.scale by
of self.scale by self.scale by like that.
So then you okay, scale by there.
Okay.
All right, you.
Right there.
Facing right. So.
All right, you. Facing right.
Draw
So,
you.
when I draw
You're
you.
negative here.
You're negative here.
All right, no errors. Let's see if we.
All right, no
got it
errors.
working.
Let's see if we've got it working.
All right, so here we're facing forward. I can move left.
All right, so here we're facing forward. I can move left.
Oh, interesting. So it's got the facing right.
Oh,
correct
interesting.
Now.
So it's got the facing
it's
right. Correct.
Rotating
now.
the.
But it's rotating the.
It's lifting it up. So it's rotating.
It's lifting it up.
Okay.
So it's rotating.
Okay. Do I also need this to be negative?
Do I also need this to be negative?
I don't know. Let's try it.
I don't know. Let's try it.
All right, so then move right.
All right, so then move
that
right.
doesn't really do anything for you. So what's going on with that?
Okay, no, that doesn't really do anything.
So in sprites,
what's going on with
when I'm drawing,
so in sprites,
we are
when I'm drawing.
Scale by Y is not even being used.
Scale by Y is not even being used.
Or maybe it hasn't been in a long time.
Or maybe it hasn't been in a long time.
Okay, so when we draw, we have a rotation.
Okay, so when we draw, we have a rotation.
Our rotation.
Scale by
Y times this.
Is scale by Y times this.
You removed scale by Y when changing it to an array.
Oh no! Scale by Y when changing it to an array. Oh no!
That's a problem. Okay, so
that's a problem. Okay, so
when did I have that? I want to undo.
When did I have that? I want to undo this.
Where was my scale by Y? There you are. Okay. So scale by Y.
So scale
you're going
to scale by Y.
0.
So then you're going to become 0.
Like that.
Like that.
So this is going to be the X. So you're 0.
So this is going to be the X. So
you're 1.
0.
You're scale by Y. So you're going to be.
You're scale by Y. So you're going to be.
Scale by 1.
Okay. I'll scale by 1.
Let's try this a little bit.
Let's try this a little bit.
See if this works a little bit better.
See if this works a little bit better.
Still upside down.
Still upside down.
Actually, I went it back to like.
Actually, I went it back
to being upside down for that. So that's not what I want.
Back to being upside down for that. So that's not what I
want. With player draw system. Let's try not making you negative.
Let's try not making you negative.
I probably need to actually just do the math here and like figure it out.
Instead of like trying randomly little things.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. So that's a problem. I can't move all the way to the edge of the screen.
So that's a problem. I can't move all the way to the edge of the screen.
All the way there.
I can move all the way there.
My rotation spot is off center a little bit.
My rotation spot is off center a little bit. Looks like.
Because when I move left, I'm right.
Because when I move left,
yeah, okay,
I'm right.
And it's because the left and right are different sizes.
And it's because the left and right are different sizes.
That's gonna be. How do I deal with that?
That's going to be...
So
how do I deal with that?
The center point is going to be different depending upon if
the center point is going to be different depending upon if I'm...
do I need it like an offset?
Do I need it like an offset?
So in sprites draw, we have our...
So in sprites draw,
we do have an offset.
we have our...
And this is just being set hard-coded to 0.5,
And this is just being set hard-coded to 0.5, 0.5.
50%. It's 50%. It's being set to 50%.
50%. It's 50%.
Which
It's being set to 50%.
Think that's a
Which
problem.
I don't think that's a problem.
I think the problem is with these assets.
The
player
problem
left
is with these assets.
There's a little bit
Player
more
left.
room on the right-hand side than the left-hand side. That's my
on the
problem.
right-hand side
so
than the left-hand
the actual assets
That's
themselves,
my problem. So the actual
like
assets
player forward
themselves,
is even throughout.
Like player forward is even throughout.
Player left is not even throughout.
Player left
So I need
is
to
not even throughout.
I need to
So
update
I need
this.
I need to update this.
I need to update the actual asset.
I need to update the actual asset.
So it is that. So the math is screwing up, but it's not screwing up because of my math.
The
it's screwing up
is
because
screwing up,
the
but it's
asset,
not
like,
screwing
when
up
I
because of
chop
my
this
math. It's
file
screwing
up,
up because the
I
asset,
didn't
like,
do
when
it right.
I chop this file up.
So if we
I
open
didn't do
up,
it right.
still have GIMP open.
So if we open up, still have GIMP open.
So here's my left. I need to figure out.
Here's my left. I need to figure out.
How do I move? There you go. If we measure to this edge here, it's 2 pixels. So like
2 pixels. So like 1.
This is the third pixel.
This is the
And it's
third
like
pixel.
2 right here.
And it's like 2 right here. So.
So starting here, I need to maybe cut it. This is 133, 132, 130.
So this is 133, 132, 130 essentially. 130 essentially.
So I need to cut it there.
And
then make it 2 pixels on the right-hand side here.
Make it 2 pixels on the right-hand side here.
Okay, so here's this. So 1, 2.
So here's this.
Like that.
So
I think this is what I want to do.
Like that. I think this is what I want to do. And now export you
to player left.
To
player
player left. Let's replace.
All right, let's try this again. Okay, this looks a little bit more even.
Try this again. Okay, this looks a little bit more even now.
Okay, so left works. Oh no, right still.
Left works. Oh no, right still.
It's still a little bit messed up. Left is fine.
Right still.
Wait, is left fine?
Left is fine. Wait, is
no,
left fine?
Left is not fine.
No, left is not fine.
It's going right up against the wall. Like that. Okay. What can we try that? Let's try this again.
Can we try that? Let's try this again.
What if I also take a look at we look at player forward.
We look at player forward.
There's a little bit more. Wait, is there? I see 2 pixels on the left-hand side.
Wait, is there?
And then
2 pixels.
Yeah,
on the
and then
left-hand side.
the 1, 2, 3 pixels in between for the next one.
In between for the next one. Interesting.
And then only 1 pixel on the right-hand side.
And then only 1 pixel on the right-hand side.
That's the way that I cut that. I wonder if that's
the way that
actually causing problems, but it's hard to tell because it's forward.
Actually
causing problems,
but it's hard to tell because it's forward.
We've got
down left. We've got
their nose is the most left one. So 1, 2 for that one.
Nose is
and look how much space there is between these.
For that one. Oh, and look how much space there is between these.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
4,
this is our
5,
problem.
6.
So we need to make sure that we have the same amount.
So we need to make sure that we have
on the left and the
same
right.
amount between these.
That's a problem.
As on the left and the right.
1, 2,
that's
3,
a problem.
4,
So if we do
5,
1,
6,
2,
so that's
3,
3 on the left,
4, 5,
3 on
6.
the right.
So that's 3 on the left, 3 on the right.
Small Brute, very cool. See me soon. Oh, awesome! Thank you so much for stopping by and staying.
Awesome! Thank you so much for stopping by and staying with.
Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Hope you have a great rest of your day.
This is forward.
So this is forward.
All right. So let's go ahead and grab. Let's go ahead here. Grab. So this is 1, 2, 3.
So this is 1, 2, 3.
I go all the way to the edge like that.
I go all the way to the edge like that.
All right, here's backwards, and I'll just come all the way over here.
All right, here's backwards.
If I do that,
all the way
then
over
export.
Here. If I do that and then export.
Oh, you didn't want to come up. You just dropped your ball.
Oh, you didn't want to come up. You just
right where my feet
dropped
were.
your ball.
Right where my feet
so
were.
Export you. All right, so export you.
And back to here. Okay, so we got a lot more space on the left.
And back to here. Okay, so we got a lot more space on the left.
Maybe it's gonna work now.
Maybe it's gonna work now.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
All right, so we got
left, so we got
and right. Oh,
left
exactly the same problem
right.
still. Am I loading it?
Exactly the same problem
No,
still.
it is loading because
Am
I can
I
see
loading
that
it?
it changed. That we have like more
because I can
more
see that
pixel
it changed. That we have like more pixel space.
So my math is not right.
So my math is not right
when I'm moving this around.
Okay. When I'm moving this around. Okay.
Kitty cat's watching this screen. I moved it over to the other screen so
Kitty
we can
cat's watching this screen.
the
I moved it
character.
over to the other screen so we can play with the character. Okay.
Do I need even more space, or do I need to cut out?
Do I need even
I wonder
more
if I need
space,
to
or do
cut
I need
out
to
a little
cut
bit
out?
in the center here.
I wonder if I need to cut out a little
I
bit.
think I do.
In the center here. I think I do.
To make it consistent.
To make it
with
consistent
everything else. How wide are you?
With everything else.
If I do this,
how wide are you?
If
I do this, we are.
What's our canvas size?
What's our canvas size?
131, which is not divide evenly by
131, which is not
8.
divide evenly by 8.
So that's a problem.
So that's a problem.
I wonder if I'm gonna need to do a little bit of. I wonder if I'm gonna need to do a little bit of fun chopping, where I basically cut like where these. I basically cut. Oh, I need like the reverse. Like. Oh, I need like the reverse. I want to like take you. I want to like take you. And cut you out and create a brand new one, and then put them all together. Cut you out and create a brand new one. That may be what I need. Put them all together to make it consistent. That may be what I need with everything else. To make it consistent. Or just keep on playing everything else. Or just keep on. Because if I start with like 3 there, I need to go like to 3 here. No, because if I start with like 3 there, I need to go like to 3 here. Let's say I do this. If I just do this. Let's say I do this. Export you. If I just do this. And export you. Player left. Player left. We replace you. We replace you. Export. Then we come back into here in the main library. Then we come back into here when we create player left. When we create player left. We're also telling them that it's 8 sprites across. Let's tell you that it's actually 1 sprite across now. Let's tell you that it's actually 1 sprite across now. You're just a single player. And so now if I play you, I won't get like the running animation, but I won't get like the running animation. I should theoretically the match should be right. Let's find out. Theoretically, because if it's not, then maybe let's find out. Maybe that's a different. Because if it's not, then maybe that's a different problem altogether. Oh, it's not. Okay. Do you need to be 16 by 16? Okay. Is that my problem? Do you need to be 16 by 16? Ensure the line where you play the offset again. Yeah, absolutely. Ensure the line where you play the offset again. Sprites. Here's our offset where we're getting 50%. Here's our offset where we're getting 50%. Apply the offset before the scale. Sure. Apply the offset before the scale. We can try that. We can try that. Looks like it's still happening. Looks like it's still happening. Didn't seem to do anything. Didn't seem to do anything. But I wonder if I need. I wonder if I need this to set this to. I think it's assuming that these are squares. I think it's assuming that these are squares. What if I do this? What if I do this? I think this is you're gonna be image canvas size. You're gonna be image canvas size 21 by 16. 21 by 16. Oh, just to guess at what might be happening? Oh, was that the offset? Yeah. What might be happening? Oh, was that the offset? Yeah. What was happening? That would have been nice if that was what was happening. We have some other sizes. We have that like other sizes. Single. That like other single. We have some other single. We have some other sprites that are moving like left and right. So let's take a look at the sprites that are moving like left and right. So let's take a look at the sword. Snake. Where's my sword? Not that one. Snake. Sidecar, that one. Character, flame. Here's the sword. Character, flame. Here's the sword. There's just 2 pixels on the left and the right. There's just 2 pixels on the left, 2 pixels on the top and the bottom, and 2 pixels on the top and the bottom. That's kind of what we have going on here. If I did just you, wait, you're a square. You're a square. Each of you is a square. Each of you is a square. 16 by 16, I think, right? 16 by 16, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 8, 9, 12, 13. No, it's 13, 12, 13. No, it's 13. It's not 16. It's 16 up and down. 1, 2. It's 16 up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 11, 12, 13. It is down by that. I don't think that if I make it fully square. I don't think that if I make it fully square. 1, 2, 3, 4, what is this? 1, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 12, 13, 15, 14, 15, 16. I do something like that. 16. I do something like that. Then it's a pure square. Then it's a pure square. Return. So there we got with that. I may have to sort of think about how I'm going to do it. Chad, you're here. Chad, you're here. Cat. And Chad redeemed Pet the Cat. Exactly the same problem. So I've got exactly the same problem. So I've got. We've got to figure out what's going on with that. Come here, kitten. You come with pets, or you come to give. You come with pets, give pets, or you come to give kitten to give pets. Hey, he's kitten. Sleepy now. He played all stream. He's sleepy now. He played all stream, and now he wants to sleep. And he's cheddar colored, yeah. And he's cheddar colored. He's a nice orange kitty. He's a nice orange kitty. His name is Zilby. Xilbe. His name is Zilby. Xilbe. And he's when he's he goes into hyper play mode. He goes into and then after hyper play mode he goes into just pure cuddling hyper play mode. He goes into just pure cuddling. Maybe it's exactly one sprite width. Maybe it's exactly one sprite width. The image too far left because you flipped the image. That could be it. That could be it. Yeah. Okay, I could see that as the problem. If we look at this again. Look at this again. It is one full width to the right of it. Width to the right of it. If we take a look at our math when we draw this. We're going to play mode again. When we draw this. We're going to play mode again. We have our offset, we have our scale, we have our offset, we have our scale, our destination. So if I need to move it more to the right, so the destination, the location x divided by 2.0 divided by 2.0. I need to Yeah. It's fine when it's pointing to the left. It's fine when it's pointing to the right. That's my issue. Pointing to the right. That's my issue. Oh, and this y should be minus? Should be minus? Oh,
if
okay.
it's
so
mirrored.
I think us mirroring this, we need this to handle
us mirroring
so
this.
I need to probably do
we
something
need this
like
to handle
hey,
so I
that's
need
my
to probably
fingernail.
do something like
hey,
no biting. That's my fingernail. No biting.
You hang out over there. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking we're gonna want to do is take like mirror,
so here's what I'm thinking we're gonna want to do is
mirror
take like
X
mirror
and make this a boolean.
Mirror X.
Do something like that.
Boolean. Do something like that.
And do the math over here and sort of undo what we did.
And do the math over
to
here
handle
and
the
undo what we did to handle
just like
the
sort of flip things around. Elsewhere,
just
have
like
like
sort of flip
the mirroring
things
happen
around.
here, so that way all the math
have
is
like
is
the
correct.
mirroring happen here, so
right
that way all the math
Okay.
is correct.
So
Okay,
that's what we're gonna have to do.
so
I am
that's what we're
unfortunately
gonna
gonna have
do.
to do that next time because it's
I
after
am
8:30.
unfortunately gonna
which
have to do
means
that
I'm
next
gonna
time
have
because
to-
it's
I have to
after
go-
8:30.
I'm a little bit late.
Which
for work.
means I'm gonna have to.
Are you trying to spread
I'm a
protein
little bit
180 degrees and flipping
Are
it
you
in
trying
Y?
to spread
I think I
protein
am.
180 degrees and flipping it in Y? I think I am.
Just flip it in X. Well, that's what I'm trying to do
Just
with
flip
the
it in
scale.
X.
To flip it
Well, that's
through
what I'm
the
trying to
scale.
do with the
But
scale.
I think I'm
to flip it through the scale. But I think
I'm
I'm
wrong on all that stuff.
I'm wrong on all that stuff.
But we are gonna have to work on this
But
tomorrow morning.
we are gonna have to work on this tomorrow morning.
So let's capture each of these things here.
So let's capture.
we want
each of
to
these things here. So
handle
we want to
mirroring
handle
X here.
mirroring X here.
And I think, yeah, okay. So
And I think
mirroring
yeah,
X
okay,
here. So we'll do that. We have eight
errors,
and that will help us like remember what we're doing
errors,
next time.
and that will help us like remember what we're doing
down.
next time. So I'm gonna go ahead and close all these down.
Okay, we're good there, and then over to you.
Good there.
Changes.
And then over to you. Changes.
Stage all of you here. I'm going to say
Stage
progress
here. I'm going to say
mirroring
in progress.
left for
Mirroring
when we
left
move
for when we
right.
move.
Okay, so right. Perhaps before I do that, go ahead.
Perhaps
undo
before I
this.
do that, go ahead and undo this.
Here's all of our left again.
Here's
go
all
ahead
of our
and
left again. Let's go ahead and
here's our original image. Wait, do we have the original image still in?
here's our
in here?
original image. Wait, do we have the original image?
I wanna
still
say
in
yes.
here. I want to say yes.
Actually, I can open up here. Yeah, player character is the original one, so I still have that.
Player character
even if I don't like
the original
update that,
one.
I can
so
still
I still
get
have that.
the original.
Even if I don't like
stuff
update
going,
that,
so
I
I'm
can
not
still
losing
get the original stuff going.
So there's
I'm not
that.
losing anything.
Commit that.
So
Push
there's
you
that.
up.
I'm gonna commit that.
And
Push you
there
up.
we go. So
And
with that
there
being
we
done,
go. So with
let's go ahead
that being
and
done,
get a raid going.
Let's go ahead and get a raid.
Let's see. Who is?
Let's see. Who is?
See, Mr. Halsey has the least number of viewers right now.
Mr. Halsey
Let's
has
go
the
ahead
least
and
number
raid
of
Mr.
viewers right
Halsey.
now. So let's
Who
go ahead
is
and
working
raid
on
Mr.
Godot and Rust game
Who
dev.
is
So I'm
working
gonna go
on
ahead and
Godot
start a
and Rust
raid up
game dev.
with
So I'm gonna go ahead and start a raid up with him.
I'm gonna switch over so I can actually watch
I'm
that.
gonna switch over so I can actually watch that.
Oh, and of course, got an advertisement.
Oh, and of course,
Anyways,
advertisement.
while we're getting that set up, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to
while we're
my
getting that set up, I'm
ending
gonna go
screen.
ahead and switch over to my
Thank you everybody
ending
for
screen.
stopping by and watching.
Thank you everybody for stopping by
also,
and
thank you,
watching.
Talk About It. I know you're not no longer here. You're playing.
Also, thank you,
Minecraft with the kids. Hopefully,
Minecraft with the kids.
Thank you so much for that raid again, and thank you for the follows, everybody who's
Thank you so
following.
much for that raid again, and thank you for the
today.
follows, everybody who's followed.
We're gonna pay it back by
Today.
raiding Mr. Halsey.
We're
I am
gonna pay
doing
it back
these
by
streams
raiding
every
Mr.
single
Halsey.
weekday
I'm
morning
doing
at
these
7
streams
a.m.
every single
Mountain time for about an hour and a half.
7
I'm a
a.m.
little bit late today. I've got to go to work.
I'm a little bit late today.
And then sometimes on Sundays.
So
and
you
then
can,
sometimes on Sundays. I guess follow me here or follow me on Twitter for notifications for when I go live. Follow me on Twitter. So I'll see you all next time. When I go live tomorrow morning. I'll see you all next time. And with that, tomorrow have a great day. And with that, have a great day. And see you next time. Bye.